**** New Zealand rugby in crisis. Scott Robertson sacked in shocking coaching upheaval ***. The rugby world has been left reeling from an announcement that few saw coming. Scott Robertson, the man who guided the All Blacks through what many believed would be a transformative era, has been dismissed from his position as head coach of New Zealand's national rugby team. The decision, confirmed through official channels earlier this week, has sent shockwaves through the sport and left Robertson himself describing his emotional state as utterly gutted. This is not simply another coaching change in professional rugby. This represents the abrupt end of what was meant to be a golden chapter for New Zealand rugby. Robertson, a figure who commanded immense respect both domestically and internationally, arrived at the role with credentials that few could match. His record with the Crusaders in Super Rugby was nothing short of extraordinary, delivering championship after championship with a brand of attacking rugby that captured imaginations across the sporting landscape. The circumstances surrounding this dismissal raise more questions than answers. New Zealand Rugby, an organisation renowned for its meticulous planning and long-term vision, has taken a decision that appears to contradict the very foundations upon which it has built its legendary status in world rugby. To understand the gravity of this moment, one must examine not just what has happened, but what it means for the future of the All Blacks. Robertson's tenure was meant to usher in a new era following the departure of his predecessor. The expectations placed upon his shoulders were immense, perhaps unreasonably so. New Zealand rugby supporters, accustomed to decades of dominance on the international stage, demand nothing less than excellence. The All Blacks are not merely a rugby team. They represent national pride, cultural heritage, and a sporting tradition that stretches back over a century. Please, before we continue, do not forget to like and subscribe to Aussie Oval Pulse. Your support ensures we can keep delivering comprehensive coverage of the biggest stories across Australian and Pacific rugby. Breaking news as it happens with the journalistic rigour you have come to expect. The timing of this decision has left many within the rugby community struggling to comprehend the rationale behind New Zealand rugby's actions. Robertson had not presided over a catastrophic collapse in results. The All Blacks, whilst perhaps not performing at the stratospheric levels of previous generations, remained competitive against all opposition. Yet competitiveness, it seems, was not sufficient to save his position. Sources close to the situation, speaking on condition of anonymity, have suggested that tensions between Robertson and senior figures within New Zealand rugby had been building for some time. Disagreements over selection policies, training methodologies, and strategic direction allegedly created fractures that proved impossible to repair. These internal conflicts, hidden from public view until now, appear to have reached a breaking point that left the governing body with no option but to act decisively. Robertson's own response to his dismissal has been characteristically dignified yet clearly emotional. The word gutted, chosen to describe his feelings, speaks volumes about the personal investment he had made in this role. For a coach of his caliber, being dismissed from what many consider the pinnacle position in world rugby represents not just a professional setback but a deeply personal blow. The reaction from players, both current and former, has been telling. Several All Blacks have taken to social media to express their support for Robertson, using carefully worded statements that nonetheless convey their shock and disappointment at the decision. These public displays of solidarity, whilst touching, also raise uncomfortable questions about the unity within the New Zealand rugby setup. When players feel compelled to publicly back a dismissed coach, it suggests divisions that run deeper than simple tactical disagreements. Examining Robertson's record more closely reveals a coach who was attempting to navigate incredibly challenging circumstances. The global rugby landscape has shifted dramatically in recent years. Traditional powerhouses face unprecedented competition from emerging nations. Playing styles have evolved. The physical demands on players have intensified. Within this context, maintaining New Zealand's traditional dominance was always going to be an enormous challenge, regardless of who occupied the coaching position. The decision to part ways with Robertson also carries significant financial implications. Coaching contracts at this level involve substantial compensation packages, and early termination typically triggers penalty clauses that can cost organizations millions. New Zealand Rugby, whilst financially robust compared to many national unions, does not possess unlimited resources. The willingness to absorb such costs indicates just how seriously the governing body viewed the need for change. Speculation about Robertson's replacement has already begun in earnest. Names are being circulated through rugby circles, with various candidates proposed as potential saviors who might restore the All Blacks to their former glory. Yet any successor will inherit not just a team, but the weight of expectation that comes with coaching New Zealand. They will also step into a situation made more complex by the manner of Robertson's departure. The broader implications